Yeah.
Okay.
It's recording. It's going.
Okay, I'm calling to order the regular meeting of the Board of Trustees of the Warrenville Public Library District on Wednesday, December 14th at 7:01 p.m. And I'm going to do a roll call. Trustee Lazat.
Here.
Trustee Pika.
Present.
Trustee Richardson.
Here.
Trustee Warren.
Present.
Trustee Stahl. Present. Trustee DeRocher is here.
Oh, we got it. I was gonna do.
Also here is Director Whitmer and Assistant to the Director Jackie Davis. I always feel like we should go. And all the department heads. Hello, it's nice to see a full house over there today.
A walk-up song.
And our special guest, Jason. Nice to see you. All right. If I could have a motion for the agenda. I move that we approve the agenda.
Well said.
Is there any discussion? Anything needing to move around? All right. Is that a voice vote? Yes. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The agenda is approved. Do we have any presentations? No. Presentations, okay. Any public comments?
Public comments. I don't have anything else from anyone on.
No correspondence. All right, we're gonna get right to this very long consent agenda. This has got to be the longest one we've ever had.
Okay, I'm gonna take a very
So
deep
just
breath.
get comfortable, everybody.
Okay. Item number A, approved minutes of the November 16th, 2022 Committee of the Whole meeting. Item B, approved minutes of the November 16th, 2022 Truth and Taxation Public Hearing. C, approved minutes of the November 16th, 2022 regular board meeting. D, approved minutes of the November 29th, 2022 Committee of the Whole meeting. E, approved minutes of the November 29th, 2022 Committee of the Whole closed session. And then, let's see. Okay, approved minutes. So was I E, approved minutes of November 29th, 2022 Committee of the Whole closed session. Item F, approved minutes of the December 5th, 2022 Committee of the Whole meeting. Item G, approved minutes of the December 5th, 2022 Committee of the Whole closed sessions, number 1 and number 2. H, approved minutes of the December 6th, 2022 Committee of the Whole meeting. Item I, approved minutes of the December 6th, 2022 Committee of the Whole closed session. Item J, certified statement of economic interest list and authorized submission of information to DuPage County. Item K, adopt ordinance number 22-23-0416 regular meetings for 2023. Item L, adopt resolution number 225 designated an authorized agent to the Illinois Municipal Retirement Fund. M, adopt resolution number 226 authorizing membership in the Libraries of Illinois Risk Agency. Item N, authorize library staff to submit the fiscal year 23 public library per capita grant application and fiscal year 21 expenditure report to the Illinois State Library.
I'll second.
That deserves a round of applause. First, I just read it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
just
yeah.
read it. Move that we accept it as read.
Second.
Motion was made by Trustee Warren and seconded by Trustee Richardson. And we will do a roll call vote. Trustee Lazan.
Aye.
Trustee Pika.
Aye.
Hello, Trustee Rizika. Oh, no. And are you voting? Aye. Trustee Richardson.
Aye.
Trustee Warren.
Aye.
Trustee Stahl.
Aye.
And Trustee DeRocher votes aye. Motion carries. All right, moving on to, there is no unfinished business because we're so good. Moving on to item 10, new business.
We got
Any bills?
I move that we have business.
Okay, bills, let's do that.
In the amount of $51,768.68 for the period of November 17th, 2022 through December 14th, 2022, including electronic payments and checks 9135 through 9178. Check number 9163 is void.
I second.
Thank you.
Motion was made by Trustee Pika and seconded by Trustee Stahl. Voice vote, trustee Lazan. Aye. This isn't a voice vote, this is a roll call vote. Trustee Pika. Aye. Trustee Retzika. Trustee Richardson.
Aye.
Trustee Warren.
Aye.
Trustee Stahl. Aye. Trustee DeRosa votes aye, motion carries.
I move that we transfer $150,000 from commercial checking account to the operating checking account.
I second. All right, any discussion? No, let's move on.
Well, we gotta vote.
I'm about to do it. Trustee Stahl, I'm going this way. this time.
Okay.
Aye. Trustee Warren.
Aye.
Trustee Richardson.
Aye.
Trustee Retzika.
Aye.
Trustee Pika.
Aye.
Trustee Lazan.
Aye.
And trustee DeRosa votes aye. So transfers funds is approved. All right. Moving on to item 9, unfinished business. There is none. 10, new business, consider continuation of live streaming, recording and posting meeting, recording to YouTube.
I just wanted to get some feedback from the board, how you felt about this. Would you like us to continue recording and posting the meeting and live streaming it?
So
Is there a
I thought
downside?
that, since staff listens to it, watches it, and since it provides transparency to the community at large and protects all our keisters, then I think that it'd be a good thing to continue.
Okay,
Is this
anyone else?
a difficult process to delegate? I know it's
I
time
don't
consuming.
think so. I may be asking some of these folks out here to help.
Well, I saw that you need to
Yeah.
delegate, so
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But you don't feel it's difficult or
I don't
time
think so.
consuming?
The challenge, the only challenging thing from my perspective is editing the video, editing the recording before it gets posted. But somebody else can probably figure out a better, easier way to do that.
What kind of things?
Why do you do that? I add, if you go to YouTube and watch the videos, I add a front end slide that has the date and what type of meeting it is. I add a back end slide with the contact information for the library, but I'm old and yeah, too many new tricks, so I'm sure somebody else would have a much
That is so not
easier,
true about you.
a much easier way to do it. So I just have to show someone how I do it, and then they can say, "Oh my goodness, yes, we'll take care of it." So
I think I agree with the points that Rick made. It is transparency. It does allow others who may need to do it. Easy access without, once it's up, it's done. So
I did too. I was surprised by the numbers when I actually looked at the numbers. So, and I suspect that this meeting will be like the record breaking meeting. So as far as views,
Because they really want to.
Because
Yeah.
that was on the
right
agenda.
now, we might not be doing that, but you don't know if suddenly, if there is an issue that's of importance to the community that
Right.
might be viewed and might be necessary.
okay. All right, that's all I needed to know. Thank you very, very much.
That, excellent. All right. I'm gonna move on to the director's report. You have anything you want to add?
The two things that I just want to talk about, one is the calendar of responsibilities. We did have a small typo for the one, I think that you might have picked up or was in your packet. The economic interest statements are actually going to be due to the county clerk's office, well, or filed online on May 1st this year. They're usually due April 30th, but April 30th falls on a Sunday, so the due date will be May 1st. You should all receive an email reminder around February 1st. So watch for that to come through, and my best strategy is get it, fill it out, and be done with it. So that's my recommendation. The other thing that is not in my written report that I wanted to report on is that we have had 3 candidates file for the 3 seats that are open for election in April. So Heather has filed to run again, Rick has filed to run again, and Connie Schmidt has filed for the seat that, well, for one of the 3 seats, as you know, since we won't be running again.
position,
Yes, so filing remains open all of this week, and the last day to file is on Monday, the 19th. So we won't know for sure what the slate looks like until the filing is actually closed next Monday at 5 o'clock. But I'll keep you posted if anyone new files in the meantime. Okay.
Now, would anybody not filed through you? In other words,
No.
just go up and turn it in at the county?
No, so for library districts, they have to file here with us. The only thing that may happen is if someone decides to run a write-in campaign, the write-in candidates have to file at the county, I believe. So that would be the only thing that might possibly happen.
And does
Still
the
make
county, sorry, but does the county notify the library district then of that situation?
I've never had it happen, so I don't know.
Someday we'll find out.
Yeah.
And I'd like to say to Sandy or JP, thank you.
I think that's all, unless somebody else has questions about what's written in my report. I think the one thing that was nice is, I did attend the renewal meeting for our property insurance. Lyra, you remember we joined that group back in July. And, our premiums actually are gonna dip just a little bit. Overall, we've had a flat renewal for the year, so that was a nice, surprise. No.
One question on that. What's the difference between a crime policy and a bond?
Crime policy is more expensive, but the bond bonds only the treasurer. The treasurer has to provide some personal information. And that is why I think we made the decision so that our treasurer does not have to disclose that personal information in the application process, the vetting process for the bond. The other thing I believe is the crime policy, in addition to the treasurer, not I believe, I know, in addition to the treasurer, it covers the employees as well. So I am covered by that crime policy, Jackie is covered by that crime policy, and as the two individuals who are most likely to handle significant amounts of money, I think that's a good decision as well. So it could be reconsidered in the future, and whenever the treasurer position changes, there's not as much legwork to managing that, changing the bond to a
So the bond is a personal
yes,
assignment as opposed to.
that's correct. Yeah, that's my understanding.
Yep. All right, is there any other thing you want to bring up?
Not from my report, thanks.
Any trustee comments regarding the director's report? Okay. All right, we'll just move on then to the president's report. That would be me.
Okay, do we do department reports yet? Or just director?
Sorry.
Because I have a couple of questions. I don't think.
Did you say department head reports?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I'm really having trouble staying on topic here tonight. All right, I just skipped right over those. Yeah, let's do the department head reports.
I have a question for Jackie. You attended the city TIF meeting. Anything to report?
Not really. I was just there in Sandy's absence. No,
Okay.
They talk about the, you know, the townhome developments and all that. But there was no big,
That was
nothing
curious.
new disclosed, like a new restaurant opening or anything fine.
But there is a new one.
it's not in the tip. I don't think. Another one by Kantira.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not part of the tip. So.
And then I just have a comment for HR. Ian. I like member services associate.
Yes.
That term we use, that is phenomenal. And I also like the fact invitations have been issued or extended. Nice wording. Thank you. Very well done, sir.
Yeah, you've been really busy, Ian. since you
This
got here. This is why we need you. So, great. We're glad you're here and glad that this is all moving forward. Great.
And Lee seems to get a lot of write-ups on stuff that he does above and beyond maybe what he might have to do. It's good.
And I'll give you an example of Lee going above and beyond today. Lee sprung in the roof over by our puzzle table, and Jake today happens to be his day off at his other job. Jackie called him and he was here probably within, what, 15 minutes?
Oh,
Yeah, and took care of it for us.
Wow.
Outside of his regular schedule, so yes.
Seems like there ought to be some kind of certificate of appreciation, or something like that, for all the extra stuff that he does and he goes out. of his
We'll
way.
come by Twinkies, no.
beer.
Like,
We're working, we need to evaluate his job description
Yes.
and make sure that, we're compensating him appropriately for the work that he's actually
We'll
doing.
put that on the HR.
It's not his list,
That's, yeah,
Excellent.
Ian's waiting on me to work on job description, so I'm holding up that process, but we're getting there. Thanks for noticing that.
Good. All right. Anything else? Does anybody,
Any manager want to point out anything specific or?
I guess looking at Kathy and everything that's going on and everything she's been doing is phenomenal. And getting more word out about the library, the community. It's like. So.
I just want to point out, so a lot of those activities now, certainly the second half of the month, can also be attributed to David as well, our new graphic designer.
And I would just like to point out, I know these reports are very helpful to the trustees, but I thank all of the department heads for all their hard work, because I know it's gonna help Jason understand everything you're doing and what you're invested in. So keep up the good work. I really look forward to reading those every month to see how many things everybody's been into. So thank you for your hard work.
You have a first home buying applicant.
I did.
Oh, yeah. Oh, your
Yes.
report's excellent, just all the things that you've accomplished.
They're all at night.
How long does home delivery extend to? I mean, is that a monthly type of request, or is that?
It's once a month.
Okay. And that
Thursday
can
and Saturday,
and they can continue indefinitely?
as long as you have the parameters.
Nice, sir.
Yeah.
okay, good. Moving on to the president's report, our next meeting is Wednesday, January 18th, here at 7 p.m. And we don't have anything else really coming up, other than we're gonna have some closures over the holidays. So everyone can be aware of that or not. You can always signage on the door when you get here and you forgot.
No.
So,
That'll.
so that's good. All right. Let's go to the treasurer. How we
Everything
doing?
looks good.
Everything looks good.
That's all right.
That's what we like to hear. Okay, secretary?
Everything looks good, and I think I have summed it up in all the meetings, all the minutes that I had.
Consent agenda.
Yeah, thanks to Jackie again, so. As well as Sandy for all the help this month.
Okay. We didn't really have any committees except for the committee of the whole. We saw each other a lot this month.
Yeah.
Good to see you all again. All right, we're just cruising here. Moving on to trustee comments.
I have a couple. First of all, I'd like to thank, and there's a list of people involved in the tree. It was good to see the library represented. I know the fire district won. I know there's a lot of controversy around that, but that's okay. We were represented. So
There was controversy?
so I hear.
Oh, my goodness.
Can you share what the controversy was?
I'm not going.
Oh.
That's not the official board minutes. So please.
Because this is my last meeting during her tenure, I would like to say thank you to Sandy for all your, and you guys will have a chance in January, but I'd like to say thank you, and I'd like to wish you the very best in this new upcoming chapter of your life.
Thank you.
You've done a great job, and when I was president, you were a terrific help, and I learned a lot from you, so thank you very much, and all the best to you always.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're gonna do it again anytime, Jan. Really excellent.
And I have comments. I will also be absent for the January meeting. But I hope to be back by February. Is there a retirement party for Sandy in February?
We have not planned anything on that. It's
Okay,
been on my mind.
And don't let any cats out.
I would like to. But I hope to see Sandy before she leaves.
You will.
Okay, good.
I'm here. I'll see you picking up your books. And the whole show. Don't
Yes,
worry.
I'm going in January to Florida, but I hope I'll be back then.
Take me with you.
Soon
For
enough.
your party.
We'll see you for sure.
All right. Any items for information or discussion?
Maybe not for the library per se, however, just the other day, and this has to do with software and just general information, we got slammed with an update for Windows 11, and it completely wiped out all our libraries for any Microsoft software, and just erased files or put them out to some not directly discoverable location. So
That's what you get for him, the new fancy computer. If you have a real old one like that, it won't even support a level.
well, being in the area that we are, we have intermittent electrical issues such as disconnects and brownouts and other things like that that make it tough on the computers. So we replace them more frequently than other people might. And generally, you kind of replace them after 4 years just because. But I found out that if you wind up seeing that you're being automatically updated, or you get offered an update to Windows 11, you might not want to do it. We contacted the guy that we normally go to when mystical Microsoft issues arise, and he said that Microsoft 10 should be good for another 10 years. And it works with the software that you have from Microsoft. They're not going much for purchasing items, but you lease them only. They're not for sale, so you don't get your own copy then. Just several words to the wise, because we got to get hard. Back up your files.
All right.
While we're talking about absences, Madam President, I won't be in February.
Okay. Well, I'll just be holding down the fort for all of us.
I'll be,
I'm glad that, and you'll be gone in February, but you'll be back in February, Cindy.
Yes.
Okay, you'll be here in January? Good.
I'll be gone in
Gotta have
March.
more.
Pretty much. You got it right.
I will be back in April.
Nah, she won't. She's gonna forget all about us and everything.
I get better off. She's gonna stay on the boat.
Stay in New Zealand. I was working here. All right. Well, I appreciate you letting me know in advance
Can you
when
tell
you
me
know.
when the February meeting is? Is it the 15th, did you think?
It's in.
It's
I'll
right
look
here.
for you.
Yes.
I can tell you yours complete.
15.
Thank you.
That's correct.
Okay.
All right, good. You need to go in closed session?
That's up to you. I don't think so.
Oh,
We didn't take it off. Do you all need to go in? Do you want to go into closed session? As long as you, I thought that, I was under the impression that John Keister was gonna be sharing information with you tonight, so, but if it's not necessary and you all know what's happening with the position, then it's not.
Is there anyone who feels that we need to go into closed session for further discussion of the executive director search? No. Does everyone feel like they're fully informed?
Yes.
And you won't know if you're not fully informed until you make this motion.
Considering the number of meetings we've had in the last month, I think we should.
I'm done.
That's gonna happen next week. Yeah, we're just gonna do it as part of it.
What is that?
Next month, we're going to be changing the
I got it.
title of the position
Yeah.
officially, or
We know
through a motion. But it actually isn't necessary. I find. We can decide if we want.
I will probably put it onto the consent agenda. I see no reason, it doesn't have much bearing on the actual job description, it's just a title, and it is the very common name for the position, so. Okay, I will probably just put it on the consent agenda if someone wants to discuss it further, it can be pulled off and discussed, but,
Okay, sure. All right, that sounds fine. Okay. All right, so because it's on the agenda, do we have to go to closed session? No. Excellent. So we're just taking that right off. Or skipping over it, and just like unfinished business.
There you go.
All right. So now we have a motion. Can I move?
Yeah, you're the only one that's got it.
I don't know if you can move or it'd be better to have someone else.
You make the motion.
Okay, I make the motion. I move that we hire Jason Stallman, I'm hoping I pronounced that correctly, as executive director at an annual salary of $101,000 effective February 6, 2023.
Motion was made by trustee Stahl, thank you, and seconded by trustee Warren. Is there any further discussion? No. All right, we're going to take a roll call vote. Trustee Lazan. Aye. Trustee Pika.
Aye.
Trustee Rutsika.
Definitely, I.
Trustee Richardson.
Absolutely.
Excellent. I love these. Great work. Trustee Warren.
Aye.
Trustee Stahl.
Aye.
Positively. And trustee DeRocher votes excitedly aye. So motion passes and we now have hired our new executive.
Very much.
You're so welcome and we are very excited about your upcoming tenure.
And he's been here for a meeting and he's still shaking your hand.
Well, this was a relatively smooth meeting. We are moving along. I have to say, I told all the managers this is gonna be a really long meeting and they better shift their schedules. They've all scheduled.
Consent agenda was the only long thing on this.
I know, I told them to come before all that.
And I read it fairly quickly, I should.
Yeah, I can do it again.
I'd like to propose we give Heather some oxygen.
Yeah.
For that eloquent reading.
Jason, do you have anything else you'd like to say? Yeah, this is a momentous occasion for it is.
Oh my goodness.
Anything? I don't want to put that back, but
Then I'm honored and really excited to work with all of you and all of you.
Right. We are too. You're a good fit for our library. Thank you.
Yeah. Do a good job. So.
We hope so.
Yeah.
You will. We have a lot of confidence and based on our interview with you and the references that we received and here now, we have high hopes. So,
But no pressure.
so please.
That's fair.
I said, but no pressure.
No pressure. All right, well, I think that we can entertain the final motion.
So move.
Second.
All right, motion to adjourn was made by trustee Warren and seconded by trustee Stahl. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We are adjourned. I want to do this. Never do this.